Hello guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 14. We only got 10 more days. Wow, crazy. This morning it is raining so hard outside, like you can hear it. So it was kind of hard for me to wake up this morning because it was still kind of like dark outside and it's still kind of just like dark and gloomy. And I'm just so cold and I feel like I just can't get warm, which is, it's silly because like, in Southern California, like how cold can you actually be? I think it's probably like in the 50s. Like that's super cold to me. But right now I'm just waiting for the vlog to upload for the day. I finished that this morning because I was just tired last night and I just have so much stuff to do that I just forgot. And my to-do list today is like a million miles long. Like, look at this. There's so many things. So today I have to upload this. I have to edit Friday's video, which is probably going to be a later thing. I'm going to do that in the afternoon or like this evening. I think on my high priority list is to finalize the tabs for class tomorrow. Just kind of practice those songs, make sure they're all good to go. We're learning 3 songs tomorrow from the Taylor Swift pop albums, and it's going to be really fun. There's just people I have to text back. I literally have to write down, like, text this person back or I will forget. I'm literally the worst at texting people back. Like, if I don't talk to you on a daily basis, it's just gonna be so hard to remember to respond. I have to do laundry. And then I decided today we're just gonna do like a rainy day Q&A. I posted on my Instagram this morning the little like Q&A bubbles for people to ask me questions, and then I also posted on my community page for people to ask questions. So I hope people ask questions. Sometimes when I like post stuff like that, I'm worried that like no one's gonna respond to it, but I think I have quite a few in so far, so we're gonna film that this afternoon, probably when I get back from running errands. I'm having a candy cane for breakfast, so that's lovely. But yeah, and today is not a filming day. The lighting's horrible, the rain is really loud, I don't want to put on makeup or do my hair, so sometimes I just have to like let it be just an editing day, and then we'll pick up tomorrow and get it going. Hello guys! It has been a very rainy day today, and the sun is kind of setting right now, so I'm probably gonna lose some light here, but it's okay. I'm having hot chocolate with eggnog. So cozy. I thought I would wait till the end of the day to film the Q&A just so that I have as many questions as possible that I posted on my Instagram and the community page. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go do that. It's a good time. I don't post that much, but let's see. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the Instagram questions. There is quite a lot. So first question I got was, do you think it's worth it to have an English degree? I'm gonna go with yes because I got one and I paid a lot of money for it. I think getting any degree is important, but if we're discerning whether we should be an English major or not, I learned more from my English class about life than any other class. If I wasn't an English major, I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube right now, which is really cool. But you really have to do what you want to do regardless of what other people tell you. Because if people are telling you like, oh, you can't get a job if you have an English degree, you can't do this if you have an English degree, you won't make enough money, blah, 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 blah. You're gonna be successful if you like what you're doing. If you love something and you're good at it, the success will come. And if it doesn't work out, you pivot, you move to a different thing. Like for me, if I was being honest, I'm not really using my like English degree in the sense that I'm like reading and writing essays and stuff, but I write every single day. I write descriptions for YouTube, I write titles, I write blog posts, I do a lot of writing, I write songs. Like I think the writing part of my English degree was the most useful for me. I hope that answers your question. I do not like this shadow that's happening. I don't think that's better, but we're just gonna keep going with it. Someone asked, do I have a project for my original songs, like a CD? No, I have no plans to actually record my songs. Who knows? I'm not saying never, but like, I don't know. I mostly just write songs for fun and for my mental well-being. Someone said, how do you figure out the strumming pattern when you write a song? When I'm writing songs, I really don't think about the strumming patterns. It really just depends on the timing. So if I'm singing a song and the lyrics aren't fitting with the timing that I chose, whether it's a full measure per chord, 2 measures per chord, half measures per chord, then I will change that. But I just have a couple go-to strumming patterns and I kind of just like, I don't consciously think of them, if that makes sense. Sometimes when I write a song, I'm mostly just thinking of the chords first and the strumming comes later. Like I will do a single strum just so that I can write the words. And the strumming always comes later, but I always have like a few strumming patterns that I go to. But yeah, I really don't think about it. It just comes unconsciously to me. But, you know, if you're new to songwriting, you could always take a strumming pattern from a song you really like and just use that one until you can create your own kind of strumming patterns. I got a few questions about what theories do I believe about Speak Now, the next tour, what's the next Taylor's version album, do I think Speak Now is next, and honestly, I don't think we've been right on a single theory when it comes to Taylor and releasing new music, but I will say it is very convincing to me that Speak Now is the next album. I do think so, and if so, I'm so excited because that is my favorite album and I think it'll be absolutely insane. When I think it's coming, I definitely think sooner rather than later. Probably within the next couple months at least. But you know Taylor, she just kind of like throws a curveball. We really thought 1989 was next and then she's like, no, Red. So as far as the next tour, I really hope she's touring next summer, 2022, because I miss her and I miss going to Taylor Swift concerts. And also, I have a feeling if I go to the next Taylor Swift concert, I'm gonna meet a lot of you guys there, and that'll be so fun. But I'm really just dying to hear Taylor Swift play all these new songs live and just have a great time with my friends. So I'm hoping next summer. I got a few questions about if I have a job / is this my job? And the answer to that question is kind of. Right now, YouTube is the only thing I'm doing, and I live at home still because I don't quite know what my next move is going to be. And that's okay. We're in a tough time in the world right now, and it's really tough for people to move out, especially young people that graduated into the COVID era. You know, I'm just taking the days as they come. I'm putting all of my effort into YouTube. It's making me enough money for now. But if I do end up moving somewhere else, different state, different place, I probably will get a job just, you know, to have that extra income because I gotta pay my student loans soon. Kind of a full-time YouTuber, but probably just temporarily. I've had other jobs in the past couple of years, but I just like, I worked at Home Goods last holiday season and it just wasn't it for me. So really hoping this YouTube thing works out. Anyways, a couple of people asked, have you been or consider being a guitar teacher? Do you give individual guitar lessons? Right now I'm only doing my group classes on Wednesdays, and that's been really fun for me. I have taught guitar lessons in the past in person, like 3 or 4 years ago, which is really cool because I got to teach a lot of little kids how to play guitar, but I don't see myself doing that permanently or long term because personally I love teaching on YouTube and I've really enjoyed the Zoom classes, but there's only so much I can teach. I like to teach beginners because I don't think you have to be like the best guitar player ever to help others learn how to play guitar. And for me, playing guitar isn't like, oh, I have to learn the hardest songs. I have to, you know, like, it's what you make of it. And like when I see Taylor Swift, she doesn't do any hard songs. She doesn't play bar chords. She plays guitar because she's a songwriter, she's a performer. It's a way for her to perform and express her music. And that's what I'm doing. I don't really need to learn all the guitar solos. Like, you can do that. It's great. And I definitely have people that have been in my comments before being like, why are you teaching cheater chords? Why are you taking shortcuts? Blah, 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 blah. For me, if learning an easier way to play a chord helps someone maintain their motivation to learn the instrument, I think that's worth it. And for me, all I wanted to learn was Taylor Swift songs, so the fact that I could actually play the songs that I wanted to kept me playing guitar. A lot of people get discouraged when they can't play a chord or they can't play the song that they want to and they put the guitar down. So my job is to empower super beginners to know that they can play guitar and they can stick with it and learn and grow and everything. So yes, I teach mostly just beginners because to me, playing guitar isn't about trying to be the best. It's about making music and just like expressing yourself. So that was a long-winded answer to that, but I don't see myself teaching individual lessons or becoming a guitar teacher or anything like that. I really enjoy teaching guitar on my channel and with my live class right now. What's my favorite Taylor Swift song? Y'all know this is a really hard question. I can't choose one. I literally can't choose one specific one. I can't. I will say Mean was my Swiftie conversion song. Like that like made me a hardcore Swiftie. Last Kiss is probably the song I've listened to the most in my whole life. You Were in Love is one of my top Taylor Swift songs lyrically. Someone else asked what my favorite Taylor Swift lyric was, and there's so many lyrics that I really love, but I really love the bridge of You Were in Love where she says, and you understand now why they lost their minds and fought the wars and why I've spent my whole life trying to put it into words. I get chills every time I hear that line. Like I'm literally getting chills right now. Yeah, that's my favorite lyric probably. Someone asked when's my birthday. It was November 24th, so last month. I'm a Sagittarius though. I'm a November Sag, which I think fits me pretty well. Some of my favorite artists apart from the Queen, so aka Taylor. I actually listen to a lot of music aside from Taylor Swift. I really am enjoying the band Camino. They were like my top 2 artists or a band. I really like alternative pop music. Just I'll name a few bands. I like Lainey, Lute, Mokita. I like random like one-off songs from people. I like to listen to playlists that Spotify has of just like a bunch of different songs, and I like when I get recommended songs. I like Lorde, I like Gracie Abrams. Anything in like the Taylor Swift genre, so to speak, like singer-songwriter stuff. And I really like a lot of TikTok artists. There's so many songs I've found on TikTok. I should really make a playlist of all the songs I found on TikTok because they're just so good. I really like Georgia Webster. She's a new and up and coming like country pop girl. Love her. Oh, Kelsey. I love Kelsey Ballerini. She's probably like my number 2 to Taylor Swift in general. I just freaking love Kelsey. But anyways, there's a lot of music I listen to. But yes, I do listen to Taylor Swift like every day. My favorite color is purple. What's my favorite Taylor song to play on guitar? Oh boy, this is a hard question. There's so many Taylor Swift songs I like to rock out to. 22, I freaking love playing that on guitar. 15, Mean, Enchanted. There's a lot of songs I like to just like jam out to when no one's home. My favorite song at the moment is, apart from All Too Well 10-minute version, my favorite song at the moment is London by Mokita. That one's been on repeat. Will I ever release a song? Probably not. What's a theory you stan about Taylor's albums and releases? My friend Maddie asked this question. Okay, the theory I think is true, or the conspiracy, whatever, is that there was a lost era during Bleachella 2016. I think there was an album Taylor Swift was gonna put out that never ended up getting put out, and I think it was called Karma. So if you look up Taylor Swift Karma theory, it'll show you everything you need to know. But I should do a video on Taylor Swift conspiracy theory / just, you know, predictions and stuff, because there's just so many, and I think it's just so great how diligently the Swifties work to find all of these hidden clues. Like, I feel so stupid compared to some of these people. They're like, they see things that I just would never think of. Anyways, so I definitely believe that Karma is a real album, and it would be really cool if she re-recorded it and put it out, because I have a feeling that her label didn't like the album or didn't want her to put it out, and so she wasn't ever able to. But anyways, I think there's a missing album between 1989 and Reputation. Okay, let's go to the YouTube questions. My favorite country I have visited. I like this question. My favorite country I ever visited, I'm gonna go with Myanmar, and that might be surprising, but I got to spend almost a week in Myanmar when I was abroad, and we went to Baigon. It was just like the prettiest sight ever to just see all the pagodas, and we rode bikes around at sunset, and it was just so pretty. And we woke up super early and we saw the sunrise and the hot air balloons, and it was really cool, and very surprising because I had no idea what to expect from Myanmar. But yeah, it was a really cool cultural experience. What is the first song I played on my guitar, and why did you start playing it? I started playing guitar when I was like 9 because I was just really fascinated by musical instruments, and my mom was like, oh, we better get her a guitar while she's still interested. I got a guitar, and the first song I ever learned was Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett. And that was because my dad really liked Jimmy Buffett. And then I think it was a couple months later that I learned Love Story. So yeah, long time ago. We've got a lot of questions about songwriting. What advice would you give to a beginner singer-songwriter? I started writing songs my sophomore year of high school, and I feel like I was always just like too afraid to even start for like fear of being awful, which I was. There were some songs I wrote that were really just like bad, but my advice is just keep writing. Honestly, you have to filter through a lot of bad stuff before you get to the good stuff, you know? And every once in a while you'll get that gem and you're like, that's good. And I started with just basic 4 chords. Like, I was not even good at strumming when I started writing songs. And also challenge yourself to tell the truth in your writing. Don't be too afraid to write something that's too raw. And all the stuff that I write that's too raw, I don't share on my channel. But you can't be afraid to really dig into your feelings when you're writing. Because sometimes I'll be messing around and I'll sing something and I'm like, do I really, is that what I'm feeling? Like, whoa, that was a lot. You really just have to figure out what your writing process is, you know? Some people are better at just like recording voice memos. Some people like to write down a bunch of fragments and then come and sit down and try to write a song. Like, it's different for everyone, and for me it's different. Every single time I write a song, sometimes I have the lyrics first, sometimes I have the chord progression first, sometimes I have a melody with no words. Like, that's what's great about it. You never know what it's gonna be like. I will do more songwriting videos in the future though, because I really enjoy those and I think it's fun to talk about. Ooh, someone asked me some good questions here. If I got a tattoo, what would it be? I do think about this a lot, and my parents do not want me to get a tattoo, but I feel like I will at some point in my life. I don't know what it would be. I haven't found anything that I want permanently tattooed on me yet, but I do think about it a lot. What's one skill you wish you had but haven't had the chance to learn? I wish I could do gymnastics. Like, I can do basic gymnastics just because I was a crazy like kid and I just liked to like flip around, but I wish that I could do like backflips for days. That's a skill I wish I had, and hopefully I can one day learn how to do a backflip. Someone asked how many siblings I have. I have a brother and a sister. My sister is older. My brother is younger. Someone wants to know, when did I start singing? Did I have classes and stuff like that? No, I didn't really learn how to sing. Still don't really know how to sing correctly. I just kind of do it. I will say the more you sing live, the better you will get at performing. I just know from like seeing celebrities like Taylor Swift, when she was starting out, she really was not even near as good as she is now at singing, you know? So I think if you have potential, you definitely could like train your voice to get better. I just have no knowledge of anything about singing really. I was in the choir, but I never learned how to read music and I mostly just played guitar. It probably would benefit me to take like singing lessons or something, but I don't know. I just sing for fun. I don't really have any plans to like, you know, make it big. My favorite Taylor Swift era was Reputation, just because I really feel like I grew the most during the Reputation era and it was so fun, and I got to go to the Rep tour with my friends. I loved the edginess of it. It just really brought out a different side of me, and I just loved the merch from Reputation. I just loved the whole overall vibes and aesthetic of it. The snakes, yeah, just yes. Let's see if I have one more question. Oh, this question is kind of sad, but I'm gonna answer it. It says, how do you cope with anxiety, loneliness, and more such things? Well, guitar, of course, writing songs, listening to Taylor Swift, playing, learning new songs, going to therapy, we love that. talking to your friends. I live at home with like no friends around except my sister, so I do feel isolated sometimes, but like for me, I've learned that I'm fine with being independent alone. Great. I love spending time alone. I'm an introvert. I need that time alone, but sometimes you just need, you know, people to hang out with, people to talk to. And so me and my friends are really good about planning trips to see each other, planning stuff to do, things to look forward to, just making time to FaceTime each other. But yeah, writing for sure, whether it's songwriting, journaling, poetry, just all of it, writing. Okay, it is now pitch black outside, and I think I'm going to end the Q&A here so that I can edit this. But thank you guys for asking all those questions. If I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry, and maybe I'll do another Q&A sometime. But I hope you guys have gotten to know me better through Vlogmas because it's been a lot of fun. Wow, I have a lot of footage. So I actually forgot to end the vlog today, but thank you guys for watching the Q&A. I had a lot of fun answering all your guys' questions. I actually just finished editing the video and then realized I didn't end the vlog. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 15. Bye.